Every community has people who are hurting. Some struggle with addiction, some face hunger, some battle loneliness, grief, financial hardship, or uncertainty about the future. Others simply need hope. The Dream Center of Mifflin County was created to meet those needs through practical help, genuine compassion, and the life-changing message of Jesus Christ. Today, visitors see a vibrant community ministry center serving people throughout Mifflin County, but the story of the Dream Center began long before the ribbon was cut. For many years, this building served the community as Burnham Hardware. It was a familiar landmark where neighbors came for supplies, advice, and the everyday needs of life. When the hardware store closed, most people saw an aging building, but others saw possibility. Inside the empty building, conversations began. Small groups gathered around tables. Ideas were shared. Plans were discussed. Prayers were offered. Before walls were built, before rooms were finished, and before the first volunteer arrived, a vision began to take shape. That vision was simple but powerful: to create a Christ-centered place where people could find hope, healing, support, and encouragement. Turning that vision into reality would require tremendous effort. The work began with demolition. Old materials were removed. Walls were opened. Ceilings came down. Years of wear and age had to be addressed before something new could be built. Then came one of the most dramatic transformations of all. The roof was raised. What had once been an ordinary commercial building began taking on an entirely new appearance and purpose. The structure itself was being transformed to make room for something greater. But buildings are never transformed by construction equipment alone. The Dream Center was built by people. Volunteers gave their evenings, weekends, and vacation days. Churches prayed. Businesses donated materials and labor. Community members stepped forward to help whenever there was a need. Donors gave financially. Skilled tradesmen shared their expertise. Organizations throughout Mifflin County invested in a vision they believed could make a difference. Hundreds of people contributed in ways both large and small. Some gave a few hours, others gave years of support. Some donated materials, others provided encouragement, prayers, meals, equipment, or financial resources. No single person built the Dream Center. No single church built the Dream Center. No single business built the Dream Center. The Dream Center was built through God working through an entire community of people willing to serve, willing to give, and willing to believe that lives in Mifflin County can still be changed. What began as an empty building was becoming a place of hope. As construction continued, the vision became reality. New spaces took shape. Walls were finished. Offices were created. Meeting rooms were developed. Storage areas were organized. A food pantry was established. And at the heart of the building, a commercial kitchen was built to help serve the community. What had once been an empty building was becoming a place of ministry. But the building itself was never the goal. People were the goal. Community meals bring neighbors together around a table. Volunteers prepare food, serve meals, and create an atmosphere where people feel welcomed and valued. For many people, a meal is more than food. It is fellowship. It is encouragement. It is a reminder that someone cares. One special part of that ministry is Chantel's Kitchen, named in memory of Chantel Elsesser, whose life was tragically cut short by a driver impaired by drugs and alcohol. Her story serves as a reminder that addiction and substance abuse impact real people, real families, and entire communities. Several members of the Dream Center family have experienced that pain personally. Board member Tim Matthews and wife Tammy lost their son Kyle to addiction. Dan Elsesser and his wife Pam lost Chantel. Others have experienced loss connected to substance abuse, impaired driving, and the many challenges that affect families throughout our communities. These experiences have strengthened the Dream Center's commitment to helping individuals and families find hope, healing, recovery, and restoration. Programs such as Hometown Heroes Breakfasts provide opportunities to honor first responders, military personnel, and others who faithfully serve our communities. Community outreach events bring people together, raise awareness, and connect individuals with resources and support. And at the center of everything is faith. The Dream Center was founded on the belief that lasting transformation comes not only through practical assistance, but through the hope found in Jesus Christ. Events such as Transformed Worship Night bring people together to worship, encourage one another, and celebrate what God is doing throughout Mifflin County. As the ministry continued to grow, so did community support. Fundraisers, community events, donations, sponsorships, and partnerships helped provide resources needed to expand the Dream Center's impact. Local businesses, organizations, churches, and individual donors stepped forward to support the mission. And financial institutions such as Mifflin County Savings Bank joined many others in investing in the vision. Their support, along with the generosity of countless individuals, helped ensure that the Dream Center could continue serving the community and expanding its reach. What began as a vision inside an empty building had become a thriving ministry touching lives throughout Mifflin County. And as the Dream Center continued to grow, another vision began to emerge. A vision not only to serve people for a meal, a class, a support group, or a worship service, but to walk alongside individuals seeking lasting change. That vision became the Restoration House. Located in Belleville, the Restoration House was created to provide a safe, structured, Christ-centered environment for men seeking recovery, stability, and a fresh start in life. For many people struggling with addiction, incarceration, homelessness, or broken relationships, recovery requires more than good intentions. It requires support. It requires accountability. It requires encouragement. And often, it requires a safe place to begin again. Volunteers assembled beds, furniture was donated and moved into place, supplies were gathered, rooms were prepared. Behind every bed assembled, every room prepared, and every supply donated was a simple but powerful message: you matter. Your future matters, and your story is not over. The goal is not simply to help people survive. The goal is to help people thrive. Restoration House reflects the same belief that has guided the Dream Center from the beginning, that no person is beyond hope. No life is beyond restoration, and no circumstance is too broken for God to redeem. After years of planning, fundraising, construction, volunteer labor, prayer, and perseverance, the day finally arrived. On June 9, 2026, community members, churches, volunteers, donors, businesses, board members, and supporters gathered to celebrate the official grand opening and ribbon cutting of the Dream Center of Mifflin County. What they saw that day was much more than a renovated building. They saw the result of a community coming together around a shared vision. The ribbon-cutting ceremony carried special meaning. Josh Grills of Clayton Homes participated in cutting the ribbon, representing not only Clayton Homes, but also the many volunteers, businesses, and community partners who helped bring the Dream Center to life. Like many families throughout Mifflin County, Josh understands the pain that addiction can bring. His family experienced the loss of his brother to addiction. That reality is one of the reasons ministries like the Dream Center and Restoration House matter so much. Behind every addiction is a family. Behind every struggle is a story. And behind every story is the possibility of hope. As we celebrate what has been accomplished, we also recognize something even more important. The Dream Center story is still being written. New ministries will be developed. New lives will be touched. New opportunities to serve will emerge. New partnerships will be formed. And new stories of hope, recovery, and transformation will unfold. The Dream Center was never about a building. It was never about a ribbon cutting. It has always been about people. People who need hope. People who need encouragement. People who need healing. People who need to know they are loved by God and valued by their community. As we look toward the future, we remain committed to the mission that brought us here in the first place. Building lives, restoring hope, rebuilding lives, realizing dreams. Thank you to every volunteer, every donor, every church, every business, every community partner, and every person who believed this vision was possible. Because of your support, lives are being changed, and by God's grace, the best chapters are yet to come.